And we are live.
That's it. Boom.
Done.
Okay.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
Monday?
And, I don't know. Is it? No, it's Thursday. Today's Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Happy Thursday.
50-50. 50-50 shot there.
And yeah, this is a time of day where we like to share our thoughts and feelings with the people of the world. So, thanks for listening.
Yeah, we appreciate you joining in. I'm Graham.
I'm Grashkahmn.
And we're going to continue our streak of having some amazing guests come on and join us. Today we have Jesse from Float Toronto.
That's right.
Way up there in Canada. And yeah, we're just hoping to learn a little bit more about what he's been up to, how the Float Center is doing, his deepest, darkest fears, and how we can take advantage of them.
Yeah, we told him this is just a private conversation, so we should be able to get some juicy stuff out of him.
Yeah, should we see if he's around?
Give him a ring.
Ring-a-ling?
Ring-a-ling-ling. Call him up with the phone. Using his phone number
That you have?
that I have right here. Here we go. Here it is. There it is.
Boys!
Hey, Jesse. How's it going, Jesse?
Hey, what's happening?
Not too much.
Yeah,
you know,
we're just hanging
chilling
out.
in bathrobes.
Just the three of us here.
Nice, yeah, I heard you're going to take advantage of my deep, dark fears.
No, he's listening.
He's there.
Oh, alright, you're one of our smarter guests, it seems.
Yeah, usually we can reel people in without them even knowing what's going on.
Exactly. Well, I'm also in a bathrobe in the spirit of this
Nice.
obligation,
Excellent.
so there we go.
Good word.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, if you get a second sometime while we're grilling you with questions, you should take a little like selfie photo in your bathrobe and post it up in the comments on there as long as you're
In
there.
the chat, sure. Will do.
Yeah, excellent.
I see you guys on the on Facebook as well, but I just had to mute that because there's a slight delay on it. But,
Yeah, for sure.
loud and clear, I can hear you.
Yeah, slight delay. It's like 10 seconds or 20 seconds or something. Yeah.
So what's going on in Canada? What's happening up there?
Same kind of thing that's going on everywhere, to some extent. We got this whole lockdown going on. I'm actually just at the Float Center right now. And, just kind of staying patient throughout this whole thing to come out on the other side and get this Float Center back and going.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So you've been still maintaining the tanks and stuff. Did you end up diluting them or dropping the temperatures, or are you just kind of like business as usual over there at the center, just with no customers?
We dropped the temperatures. That was something I found out pretty quickly, just to kind of decrease the humidity. And I drained one of the tanks just because I'm going to do some maintenance on the inside of it in terms of like redoing the caulking and stuff like that. Just thought this would be a good opportunity for that. But yeah, 4 tanks are operational, and yeah, same kind of thing as you guys. We are allowing our staff to float because, as you know, it takes a lot to get these tanks up and running and balance with the chemistry and everything, and it's just nice and advantageous to have people stopping by and making sure that everything's balanced and ready to go, so that nothing gets too out of whack when we're ready to open.
Yeah, for sure. Just so you don't like get a compliment we don't deserve in there. We're not actually allowing our staff to float, except for very select staff, which is funny.
I thought you guys said that you have people come in and clean them, and that if you clean them, you get it going and have a float or something like that.
Yeah. The people who do maintenance are allowed to float, but it's only like a couple people who've taken on that maintenance role.
Yeah. And that'll probably shift at some point here.
Things are kind of weird for us. Like, everyone was, we had to lay everybody off except for basically our, main manager for a chunk of this, until recently, where we, because of various programs and such, brought people back. So we're kind of in the middle of transitioning back into people actually being on our staff and exactly what that means, and if that means more people will be kind of sharing the maintenance load, or how that's going to go.
Yeah, it's interesting. So
Yeah,
is your full staff
we
like?
have to do the same thing. We have to lay off everybody so that they can, get on the appropriate program to kind of get them through the next little while here.
Yeah, for sure. So is your staff still laid off right now?
Oh yeah, everybody's laid off.
Yeah.
The city's pretty shut down. So we had to lay off everybody, and that was just the way we had to do everything.
For sure. Yeah, I actually don't know much about what's going on in Toronto right now. Like, what's your size gathering that you're limited to up there? Like, is it like no more than like 50 people, or what's kind of the status?
I'm pretty sure it's 10, but even that is like kind of taboo. Like they've closed all the parks, all the public parks are closed. Like they're really encouraging everybody to kind of isolate and stay, to themselves. And there's definitely not a lot of gathering going on. Not even a lot of like people hanging out with their friends or anything like that. Everyone's pretty much just kind of doing their own thing.
Right. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. Pretty similar over here. So, have you been finding ways to practice your frisbee skills in your spare time, despite not being able to meet up with
I
your
like
group?
frisbee actually. I had a pretty funny flow throughout this whole thing actually. So I'll just kind of give you my little story here. So basically, when we realized we had to close the float center, it was like, it was just kind of an intuitive feeling. Like we didn't get shut down or anything. We were planning on kind of like, staying open for not as long as we could, but like we didn't shut down right away. And then there was a moment when me and Sean just looked at each other. It was like 1 a.m, and everything was kind of happening, and we're like, we have to shut down like right now, don't we? And we're just like, yeah, we got to do that. So the next morning, we shut it down after a deep clean. We did a nice, really deep clean in center, shut everything down, got everything organized in terms of like, canceling everybody's floats. And then I basically used that the next week after that to kind of like do a lot of behind the scenes thing in center, just kind of put it on some kind of, hibernation mode. And floated, had 7 or 8 epic floats in a row. Like just was floating every day. Like floating in a closed center, it's kind of a whole other thing. You know what I mean? It's not really a service
It's so
that we
quiet.
can offer. But, we can do the best we can by allowing people to float. But floating, when you can lock the front door and go in and not set a timer and just get into it, is a whole other thing. So I just had some really epic floats, and then. Once the city kind of really started shutting down and I realized what was happening, me and my girlfriend just decided to go, rent a little place a couple hours outside the city.
Oh,
and
nice.
just, lay low for a little while. So we went to, pretty much a little cabin in the woods on a little river. And we've been up there for the last month, and I just, literally just got back right now, half an hour before this call.
Wow. Wow, that sounds awesome. That's really cool.
After this, we're gonna go in for a nice float, and we've been looking forward to it.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. So you said you were a couple hours outside the city?
Yeah, we were a couple hours outside the city, and like I said, we just rented a little place, and there was a nice little river on the property. We were jumping in this ice cold river every day, and just walking in the forest, and
Nice.
managing all my work from the house.
Yeah.
We had a good, strong internet connection. It was good because they all had to kind of manage all of the members and just all of the staff behind the scenes stuff and just kind of get things organized. And yeah, like I said, I had a couple staff on a bit of a rotation, stopping by the center over the last little while here, just making sure everything's cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have gone to a cabin.
Yeah, I wish that Ashkahn had gone to a cabin for about a month right before all this started,
Me too. I mean, yeah. That would have been a great
Yeah,
decision.
you just were you were just in Asia for a couple of months. That was pretty cool. You were working remote from there, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, over in Taiwan. Yeah, no, that was actually, that was really nice. I'm a little bit more crowded over in Taiwan than it sounds like a cabin in the woods, so a little bit different atmosphere, but no, that was, the ability to work remotely is just such an amazing ability, especially during these times, it's, as weird as it sounds, although
you guys live together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with our shop manager as well, and my girlfriend,
Oh, nice.
Catherine, who
Nice.
who does our illustration.
Marshall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marshall, exactly. Yeah, Marshall. Yeah, so that's the house. It's
We
the,
have a
the
float
four of
house,
us.
kinda,
Yeah, get a little float house. We're like 5 blocks from the center.
AKA Taco Supreme.
Yeah, for anyone watching, Taco Supremes are what we called our managers because we hated the word manager. So our regular staff is tacos, and our manager is Taco Supreme.
I love it.
Yeah. So what else have you been up to? You said you've been jumping in like ice cold rivers in order to kind of keep your sanity, going on some hikes and stuff. Have you been up to anything just on the more personal fun side at all?
On the more personal fun
Wait,
side
so
of
this
it?
all started. You went into that story because I asked you about frisbee, and you didn't say anything about frisbee. What was?
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, there were 2 of us up there, and we had a frisbee, and we played. So, yeah, gotta keep the skills.
What, I was just supposed to connect those dots, like there were 2 of you, and...
There were 2 people, obviously a frisbee was present. People put it together,
Sorry, I know, I'm a terrible host today.
Yeah, no, of course, man. Frisbee is definitely a fun pastime and something I enjoy. And yeah, I'm kind of like, as you know, like just kind of part of a little crew here, a very informal crew that plays pretty regularly when the weather's nice here in Toronto. And like, there's some really epic guys that have like been doing it for like honestly 30 years or something, and a couple of them have competed on world-class kind of level and are ex-world champions, believe it or not, in like freestyle frisbee.
Wow.
Like basically like trick frisbee.
Trick frisbee.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, have you seen the videos that Jesse's posted?
I don't think so.
If you get a chance and you have access to them, you should...
You gotta look that up. No one's really heard of that sport. It's really kind of an unknown activity, but once you look it up on YouTube, some amazing stuff on there. Like, you won't believe it.
It's awesome, yeah. I love watching you guys just play around too. Yeah, it looks super fun. I used to play ultimate frisbee, so I never really did like trick frisbee. But yeah, like definitely, it gave me this little itch that I haven't scratched in a while. Watching you do those videos, I'm like, oh man, I need to bust out the frisbee and get more into that,
Yeah, man. We'll play one of these days when we're allowed to do things again.
Remotely, right? I mean, it's less satisfying because then you have to go pick it up on the other side and bring it back to the camera. But we could totally play some remote frisbee.
Yeah, man. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, Milwaukee can happen and we can play there.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll ditch all the whole presentations and stuff and just make it a frisbee thing.
I mean, yeah, if we have a giant like auditorium conference space, like that's a pretty good indoor frisbee court,
Exactly.
Cool. What's Sean doing? Why couldn't he make it? Where's he in his bathrobe?
Well, like I said, like I honestly was like, there was a bit of a mix-up. We were supposed to leave the place tomorrow, but we had to leave today. So I was driving like back here like in the afternoon, and I literally haven't even gone home yet. Came straight to the center. We kind of unloaded a few things here. I just did a little maintenance, and I haven't even seen or checked in with him yet. So I just didn't want to. Yeah, I just wasn't sure.
That's funny.
I'm assuming he's in his own cabin, 200 miles in the other direction.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, just kind of staying patient, and it's a weird time, right? I mean, it's probably some float centers. I don't really know. I haven't done much research. I haven't really been up to date with the float collective, but probably some centers won't make it through this, right? So
yeah, for sure.
One of these kind of dips in a lot of retail businesses in general, where a lot of people probably won't make it through this. So,
I wonder, is there...
I'm pretty sure we'll be able to, as long as this thing doesn't drag out too long. But yeah, I know for sure. I've been talking to a lot of our customers, a lot of our members. I definitely know that a lot of people are really, really excited to get back in here. So that's definitely been a positive, hearing from a lot of people that they're like, just looking forward to getting back in and stuff like that. So we're definitely looking forward to, providing our service again. Like, this is what we do, and we have these float tanks sitting here in literally pristine condition in a time where everyone's like kind of stressed out, and it would just be such a great time for everybody to be able to float at this time.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely been like an overwhelming sentiment of people that we've been chatting with over the last few weeks, is just like, yeah, it's really tragic to have these tools that are great for anxiety and depression and like physical recovery and just considering life, and then like they're just all sitting there empty, Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's almost blasphemous. It's just
Yeah, the Church of Float is not happy. Yeah. Whereas, like there are people, like for counselors and stuff, at least they can do sessions remotely and be able to set up these, over Zoom, even video sessions with people and their patients who are suffering from anxiety. And yeah, it turns out like you just can't do a remote float tank experience. You very, very in a realistic way. You have to physically be in this place and
this place that was specifically constructed, like in a very detailed way to facilitate it. Like, it's just not easy to replicate.
Yeah, it's funny. I always think about that as like an advantage almost, because we're like entering this digital world, where you can get access to so many things online, and someone across the world can launch this this product that you buy over in the United States, and it's like, well, float tanks, you have to go in person, like this is like this physical thing that you have to get away from the computer to do, and now I'm like, oh yeah. I guess when you're not allowed to go outside,
well,
that also has downsides.
This is a pretty, unique set of circumstances.
Yeah.
It's not like every couple of years, like, well, it's shut down again, like huge pandemic.
Man, I hope so. Yeah. Let's not. That would be weird. Worry too much about that.
Yeah, man, it's pretty wild. But at the same time, it's like it's just been, just trying to see the silver linings in this whole thing, and obviously just. Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like I've had this thought that it's almost like the whole world is having a float right now. In a sense that like when you go in the float, one of the things that happens is you have this kind of pause where you have this introspective, experience where you're kind of removed from the whole flow of your daily life, and you get to go inward and see what you're really, what's really going on for you, and like everyone's in isolation. Like isolation is one of our words. Like, so, yeah, everybody's kind of almost having a simulated version of what a float is, in a sense.
Yeah, that they can't get out of.
They're stuck, exactly. It's like a Black Mirror episode.
Oh, man. By the way, Jocelyn says hi.
Oh, nice. Hi, Jocelyn.
Yeah, just saw that in the comments down there, yeah. Feel free to post that too if you have any comments for Jesse or any questions at all.
Are there I know here in the U.S. there have been like these different federal programs and stuff to try to help small businesses get through this stuff. Is there? I thought I read something recently about Canada like doing something similar. Like have there been programs launched that like businesses can apply for?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the latest on that is that we're basically having 75% of our rent covered. And then we're also eligible for some kind of loan. I don't know the exact details. To be honest with you, Sean is like a key guy that coordinates all that stuff. So I think we're going to get some kind of loan as well to help us do this next little time. But yeah, definitely the rent reduction is key, or else we probably wouldn't be able to make it through if we just had to pay, 5-6 months of rent in a row. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, hopefully it's going smoothly. It hasn't been the smoothest.
Looking out on our street where our shop is right now, it's just like it's a whole row of closed shops. Like, and people are just looking in at me wearing this bathrobe, like I'm.
Just chilling, yeah. That's hilarious. Oh man. I had one other question I've kind of been asking a lot of people who come on just because I'm curious. So have you been continuing to charge your members while you've been closed? And have you had a lot of members who stay on board, if so?
Yeah, okay, so this is what we did. I'm not saying it's the best thing to do, but this is just what we end up doing. So basically when we only have one membership. So we have one membership. It's affordable, so it's $39 a month for one float a month, and then additional floats at $35. So the charge that goes through is $39. So we sent an email out to all our members when we knew we had to close, basically just telling them that we were closing temporarily, and that all floats that accumulate will be now shareable. We don't usually do that, so we're going to allow any accrued floats to be shareable. And if you'd like to pause your membership, just to reach out to us, and we can totally, of course, pause it at any time. So we kind of left the ball in their court to kind of pause it if they wanted, and just subtly say that if you want to kind of help support us along the way as we get through this, that kind of left the door open for that. So yeah, like basically, every day, like 2 or 3 people email and just, obviously respectfully just cancel or pause their membership because of whatever. And yeah, that's just kind of the way we do it. And then I just pause it right away and just return their last charge just to make sure everybody feels really good. And yeah, when we get back on the other side of this thing, we can obviously get it back going again.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, one thing we got from, was it James Harder?
Uh-huh.
No. What?
Yeah.
Yeah? I said no. Yeah, so James Harder, we think, is the one who suggested it. But instead of, like, when a member goes to cancel, what we've started doing after chatting with, we think, James Harder, is we say, like, cool, we can totally cancel this, or we can just bring the price down to 0, and we'll keep it active and like keep putting a float on your account when it recurs, and then we'll just, like, when we reopen, bump the price back up to full price.
Bump back up, yeah.
So like they get some free floats, but also it's like hopefully it'll be easier to bring those people back and just like actually convince them to they'll already be active still, so it won't be this like conversation where we're convincing them to add a credit card back in or something like that. So I don't know. I thought that was a cool idea. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We only have one half of the data right now, which is the experiment side and not the results. So.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. James, smart guy.
Yeah, for sure, and hilarious. Cool, man. Well, yeah, thanks for hopping on the air. I guess any last words for the millions of people out there watching live right now?
To the millions, yeah. Well, yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys. As I was just kind of reflecting on jumping on here with you guys, it's just like how big a part of our journey you guys have been, and just like, just going down there and taking their apprenticeship was a really big game changer for us. Just for a lot of different reasons in terms of how we kind of run our business and, all of this knowledge and wisdom that you guys were able to pass on to us. So obviously if there's anyone out there that's on the fence about going through the Float Tank Solutions apprenticeship program, you got to do it. You pretty much got to do it. I don't know what else to say. And also the helm, right? Like when I went down there, Ashkan was like, we sat down for one of the sessions, and Ashkan was like, oh yeah, by the way, like we just like developed this new software, and it's like not even ready yet, but like we think you should get it because it's like much better than Mind Body, which is we were already signed up for Mind Body to just begin kind of taking our clients, and yeah, just getting on helm has been unbelievable, and you guys do such a good job with it. So I just want to thank you for that because it's a really big part of our business to allow it to run so smoothly.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I see you got my text beforehand that you better give us a nice plug, or we're not friends anymore.
We'll mail you your check in
No, thanks, man. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And obviously, yeah, it's just great being able to contribute how we can to the industry and do some good. Same thing, we're here every Monday and Thursday in bathrobes for the people. That's what I'm saying. It's all for the people. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool, man. Well, yeah. Again, great chatting with you. Thanks for hopping on, especially just like without even going home first from your cabin trip. So yeah, I appreciate you.
I'm gonna go jump in the float tank now.
Awesome. Well, yeah. Have a great float over there, and yeah, chat with you very soon, Jesse. We'll play some video.
Okay, sounds good, guys.
We'll play some video frisbee. Yeah.
We'll talk to you later, man.
Okay, all the best, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, the Jessmeister.
That was good. He saw through our ploy to just try to trick him into saying very personal things.
yeah, that didn't work very well.
No.
We gotta stop telling people that this is a live stream. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, just be like, we'll call him up beforehand and be like, hey man, do you have time for a heart-to-heart? Like, I just really gotta get some
Hold
stuff
on,
off
let me
my
call you
chest.
back at noon, like 1 second.
Yeah. Well, that was great. Thanks again to Jesse and Flo Toronto. Those guys are awesome. And Sean, although he didn't get to join us, another excellent human being. Yeah, look up SeanShorts.com. It's a very, very big style that he has. I don't think he actually has that domain, so if that's a weird place, don't blame me. I just made that up. And yeah, we'll see you on Thursday.
Or whenever. On Monday. On Monday.
We will see you. We're seeing you on Thursday.
That's right. So,
bye everyone.
yeah. That's it. That's it. It's over. That's a wrap. Wrap this one up.